made a list of questions since I saw you at the last seminar. And one of them is that I was curious if the universe or even Abraham gives signs. For example, I was introduced to The Secret and to Ask and It's Given from my girlfriend, who, by the way, wants to kill me because she always wants to come up here. And when I first heard about it, I was very open-minded, but it seemed a little foreign to me, the idea of channeling and non-physical entities and everything, but I was open-minded. And as I was turning the corner to her place, I saw a car right in front of me, and on the back it said Abraham. And I've never seen a brand Abraham. I've seen Toyota. I mean, it was literally like it said Toyota, so... What's up? Is that me manifesting it, telling myself, or is that some kind of sign from you or the universe, or...
This may be the strangest question that anyone has ever asked us in this sense. Within me was pulsing a question to which I received an answer, and is it really the answer to my question? In other words, am I really powerful enough that when I ask for something, it will be given to me straight away? It's a pretty interesting question, isn't it? The answer to the question is yes, 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 yes. When we talk about this vibrational escrow, we're not kidding you about it. Do you get it that before there is any manifestation, there is a pre-paving of vibration or thought first? And once something has been thought into alignment, then and only then does the manifestation come about. So when you have those sort of interesting signs, what it means is you're on the vibrational wavelength of the answer to your question. And the universe literally is just feeding you a never-ending stream of those kinds of signs, leading you in the direction of the fulfillment of your never-ending stream of expanding ideas of how life would be better for you. We want you to think about creation. I am the creator of my own experience. Let's start with that powerful statement that Seth spoke through Jane. You are the creator of your own reality. So you are the creator of your own reality. What that really means is you are the projector of the thought that law of attraction will respond to. And rather than thinking in terms of creating your reality, use another word, rendezvousing with your reality. Vibrationally rendezvousing. Law of attraction says that which is likened to itself is drawn. So what creation is rendezvousing. Now, there are endless things out there that physically surround you that you're not rendezvousing with because they are of a different vibrational nature than you are. You could walk down the streets of Manhattan with millions of other people on any given period of time, and as you are moving about, you're having your unique experience that is based upon your unique vibration. You could be two people walking in the same vicinity having opposite experiences because you're rendezvousing with different things even in a given area. And if you had an aerial view of it, you might find it ironic or interesting that two people could be in such close physical proximity and having such entirely different experiences, but that would be because you're not factoring in the only thing that really matters, which is the vibrational countenance. Rendezvousing, 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 rendezvousing constantly with whatever is active in your vibration. So, of course, when you say, I'm curious about something and I'm wanting to know if there's anything to, I sincerely want to know. You weren't dabbling in it. You weren't pretending. You sincerely wanted to know if there is anything to this Abraham law of attraction crap. And immediately, a car drives right into your experience and shows you And we want to tell you, when you are in that place of allowing, there are at all times in your experience 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 ready to pop right now, synchronistic signs like that, ready right now for your vibrational alignment with them. That's why it is so powerful when you start deliberately reaching. But the universe is always giving you a sign what? A sign of where you are now, a sign of where you are now, a sign of where you are now in relationship to what? That's the big question. A sign of where you are in any point in time in relationship to what? In relationship to who you really are and who you have become, because that's the only thing that matters. It's not a sign in relationship to where someone else is. It's not a sign in relationship to where you ought to be. It's always signs in relationship to where you are and who you have become. And yes, they are real.
Well, you talk about emotional indicators, but this is sort of just outside of you, just things happening that kind of...
Nothing's outside of you. Nothing that comes to you is apart from you, because everything that comes to you is a response to the vibration of you. If there's a lovely person speaking with you, it's in response to your vibration. If there's a trickster or a gangster or a robber or a raper speaking to you, it's in response to your vibration. Nothing comes into your experience that is not vivid, perfect feedback to your vibration. Everything's an indicator. When we first began chatting with Jerry, he said, in his quest to make the world a better place, I think there should be islands of incarceration. All the rapers go to that island and do it to each other, and all the robbers go to that island and do it to each other, and all the murderers go to that island and do it to each other. And we said, you already have those islands. And the group was unsettled about that. How does the raper end up on the island with the rapee? How does the murdered end up on the same island with the murderer? And we say, same vibration. Does that mean the rapee is a raper? No, but it means they've got their attention on same. In other words, you cannot focus on anything without activating in your vibration. So whatever is coming to you is a sign, an indicator of your vibration. And when you know it, that's just the best. When those signs are vivid enough, and this is the thing that you're helping us to say, and we love saying it back to you in this way. When you're offering vibration all over the place and you're not doing any of it on purpose, you're just having knee-jerk responses to life. So you're thinking of that because somebody's talking about it, and you're thinking of that because you saw it, and you're thinking about that. And then life is giving you back things that replicate those vibrations. There's no feeling of control in any of that, or any feeling of deliberateness in any of that. But when you have deliberately been thinking about Abraham or signs, when you've been deliberately thinking about something and the universe shows it to you, and you're able to make the correlation between what you thought and what happened, now you are empowered, you see. So we love it. We watched Esther years ago when she got it, that life is reflected back to her by the way she thinks and feels. So something wonderful would happen and she would crow, I did that. And something not so wonderful would happen and she would say, I did that too. I did that. I did that. And once you acknowledge, I did that, I am the vibrational reason that I am having this experience, now you can love the others because they're just vibrational indicators, and you can make a decision about how the experience feels and then do something about it. There's much more in you we want to hear.